German authorities have issued new weather warnings following deadly storms in Central and Southern Europe. In Spain, strong winds lead to forest fires, and falling water levels in the Danube reveal dangerous treasures. Germany's weather service issued a warning of heavy rain in the south on Saturday following storms that killed at least 12 people across Europe. While less rainfall is expected compared to Germany, where extremely heavy and persistent rain is forecast along the edge of the Alps, up to 140 liters per square meter, 5.5 inches, could fall in 48 hours, which could lead to flooding. The Bavarian Red Cross increased the combat readiness of its rescue teams, and helicopter crews were prepared for increased combat readiness. Bavaria's fire services worked through the night as storms and heavy rains caused flash floods, overloaded culverts, and dry ground. Flooded basements, downed trees on roads, and hydroplaning-related accidents were reported. Rainwater flowed from fields and meadows onto streets, houses, and basements. The Bavarian Flood Warning Service noted the rapid filling of streams and rivers that had previously been low due to groundwater drainage. However, medium and large rivers under close monitoring experienced only isolated bank overflows due to precipitation. On Saturday, Germany faces a level 1 storm warning on a scale of 4, while eastern and southern Bavaria are under a level 2, 3, or 4 storm warning. As the weather situation in Germany and surrounding regions remains tense, authorities are urging residents to remain vigilant and prepared for possible emergency scenarios. Meteorologists predict the unsettled weather could continue for several more days, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and possibly more severe storms. In Spain, a combination of intense heat and strong winds has worsened the situation with forest fires. Firefighters are battling multiple fires, and authorities have issued evacuation orders in some areas as a precaution. Extreme weather across Europe is linked to the wider picture of climate change, which is leading to more frequent and severe weather events. Meanwhile, the phenomenon of the Danube, which revealed hidden treasures due to falling water levels, has attracted attention. Archaeologists and treasure hunters are intrigued by the possibility of discovering artifacts and historical items that have been underwater for centuries. However, officials are warning the public to be careful not to disturb these sites, as they may be of significant historical value and dangerous. In response to the ongoing crisis, emergency services in all affected regions have been placed on high alert. Additional resources, including personnel and equipment, have been mobilized to assist in disaster response. Governments are also coordinating with neighboring countries to provide cross-border assistance and effectively share information and resources. The public is advised to keep up to date with the latest weather news and follow the guidance of local authorities. People living in or traveling to affected areas should be aware of the risks and take necessary precautions, such as avoiding travel in severe weather and preparing emergency kits with essential supplies. Further updates and advice from both national and regional weather services and emergency management agencies are expected as the situation evolves. The focus remains on ensuring the safety and well-being of the public while addressing the challenges posed by these extreme weather conditions. The escalating weather crisis has prompted European governments to take a closer look at their preparedness for extreme weather events. With the increasing frequency and intensity of such events, there is growing recognition of the need to improve infrastructure resilience and emergency response capabilities. In Germany, the government has announced plans to review and strengthen flood defense systems, especially in vulnerable areas. Investment in better forecasting technologies and emergency communication systems to enhance early warning capabilities is also being considered. Educational campaigns are being launched to raise public awareness about climate change and its impact on weather patterns. These campaigns aim to encourage sustainable practices and inform the public about steps they can take to reduce their carbon emissions and adapt to changing environmental conditions. In Spain, where forest fires continue to pose a significant threat, special attention is being paid to improving forest management and fire prevention strategies. This includes controlled burning to reduce the amount of fuel, creating fire breaks, and introducing stricter land use and building regulations in fire-prone areas. At European Union level, Discussions are underway to strengthen coordination among member states in responding to natural disasters. This includes sharing resources such as firefighting aircraft and disaster response teams, and collaborating on research and development of climate change adaptation technologies. These efforts also focus on supporting communities that are most vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. This includes providing financial and technical assistance to help them implement local resilience and adaptation measures. Overall, the series of extreme weather events has served as a wake-up call, highlighting the urgency of addressing climate change and improving preparedness for its impacts. While immediate efforts are focused on responding to the current crisis, long-term strategies are being developed to ensure that communities across Europe are better prepared to cope with future challenges in an increasingly unpredictable climate. The ongoing crisis has also sparked a broader conversation about the importance of international collaboration in addressing climate change and its impacts. European leaders are calling for more concerted global efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and to adhere to the goals set forth in international agreements like the Paris Climate Accord. In addition to governmental action, there is a growing movement among communities and private sector organizations to contribute to climate change mitigation and adaptation efforts. Businesses are increasingly adopting sustainable practices, investing in renewable energy, and supporting environmental conservation initiatives. Community groups and NGOs are actively involved in local environmental projects, from tree planting to promoting sustainable urban planning. The healthcare sector is also preparing for the impact of extreme weather events, recognizing that such conditions can lead to increased health risks. Hospitals and health services are developing plans to handle the surge in patients during heat waves, storms, and other climate-related emergencies. This includes ensuring the availability of necessary resources and training healthcare professionals to deal with climate-related health issues.